Welcome to Gardening with Friends. We're at Janoski's farm and greenhouse learning the right way to plant seeds indoors. We're going to go behind the scenes to see how it's done. Well, we got special access. We're back in the seed room. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the seed house.
Seed house.
Yeah.
This is Steve Janoski, and your job is?
Well, I do all the seeding here. I order all the seed for the farm, and I seed all the vegetables that we grow out in the field. That's one thing about our farm. We do every vegetable. We start by seed in-house, and
Wow.
we nurture them and transplant them until they're ready to go out in the field. And then we make sure we have the quality and plants that we want to put out to grow the produce for our customers.
Well, I just want to show people how to start seeds. And the first question is, this doesn't look like anything I've ever seen before.
This is something we use more to save space in the greenhouse. In a tray like this, I can put about 500 seeds, and in the space of, this is only about 10 by 20 inches, and that saves us a lot of space while they're just waiting to germinate.
All right, what are we planting in?
What I like to use for starting my seeds is a propagation mix. That's really just a fine mix. Like, if you can feel this, it's like super soft, not really clumpy.
And you've already added some water to this, because it seems moist, or it comes that way?
No, I've added water, and anyone doing this would want to take their bag, and if it's really dry and it doesn't hold form, then you need to add some water. Yeah, if you take it in your hand and it holds some form, then it's good.
All right.
Whereas if it was like dust and just falling between your fingers, you need to add some water.
When we fill these up, well, just show me. Do you pack it in, or should it be light, or how should it be?
Well, I like to fill them lightly, but to do the way I do it, I like to press it down a little. So I fill up the rows nice and lightly, and I just don't even push it down yet. And then I take another tray and I set it on top, and I just make a little indent because I don't want the seeds to roll out of the channels. Not like too bad, just that gives me about a quarter inch. Get it nice and even. Here, I'll pass this one off to you.
Yeah, and then fill up another one. Wow, that's a good trick.
It gives you a nice channel to work with.
Now, if you do this and you happen to get a couple that are too close,
just push them with your finger.
All right.
Yep,
all right, let me see you do a row.
So, like, when I get started on a new project, I don't really count them, but I'll count the first couple rows just to gauge myself. And then once I have like a good eye for what...
Oh, see, mine are already too far apart.
Yeah. And like, just doing this for so long, you can count pretty fast.
And I would probably be fired by now.
Maybe not fired, but
talk to?
Mentored.
And now I've dropped a bunch in here.
That's okay. We'll count them in later.
All right. Obviously, my rows don't look anything like your rows.
A little bit different, but you're learning.
All right. Am I close enough? What should I concentrate on?
I mean,
this
just
one?
looking at that, you look good.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, boy. And I'm just taking these and kind of spreading them out.
Yeah. I mean, that will happen. You'll get a little clump. You just spread them out with your fingers down the line.
All right. So I sat here many days with your Uncle Dan, who unfortunately passed away. Did you ever foresee that this would be your job?
Not at first, but as I got older, I realized that I really wanted to do this and be a part of what my family has going on here.
All right, give me your expert evaluation of my rows.
Pretty good.
Oh, really? Wow. What stops you from getting to the end and just like, and just throwing them in? Because that's what I would do. I just don't have the patience or the. I mean, I like to do things right, but I guess I just don't have the patience to do it right.
So I think it would make me more mad that I didn't have the quality that I wanted.
All right. Well, not bad, but Not that good.
No.
All right, what's next?
Well, I was on autopilot, and I already started the next section because I just...
How many flats were you doing a day?
On a good day, I can do about 45, almost 50, and that's about 25,000 seeds.
So you're taking your seed starting mix and you're just...
Yeah. Once all the seeds are in, I take the seed starting mix and I pull it lightly over the top because we don't want to mess with the positioning of the seeds. We don't want them to roll on us or anything.
Especially these.
Oh yeah, those are pristine. We don't want to mess anything up with them. So I just lightly put it on top, and I'll get you some dirt here.
Just gently put it on top.
Yep. We're gonna make it flush with the plastic.
All right.
So like I like to work from one side
Oh.
and go perpendicular to the to the lines. That way you're not pressing the seeds around and
Okay.
everything. And like you'll see the plastic on top.
We'd hate for the spacing to be changed.
Yeah. So we got a nice finished tray here.
Is that
The
okay?
next step would
Mine
be
okay?
to, yeah, pretty good.
All right.
I like to just clean the edges off so I don't have excess dirt.
All right.
And I have some tags made up for that already.
Well, very, very important, right, are the tags.
Oh yeah.
Did you ever do that when you started doing this, where you got kind of involved in it and then realized that, oh no, I don't even know what that is?
I learned my lesson once.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
Where, does it have to go in a special place since you're doing so many?
Well, right now I'm just going to lay it on top.
All right.
Because when I'm doing this in mass, I stack them up into piles.
Okay.
And then I haul them to wherever they're going to lay out.
And the date is on here.
Yeah.
Is that important?
It is for me. Everything I seed, I label with the name and then the date. And then, like, if there's ever a problem, I have a log book that corresponds to all the dates. So I can look back and say, okay, I seeded this at this date. Well, it didn't germinate. Maybe I should call my seed supplier and see if there's a notice on that seed.
So for our lettuce here, all you do is water and keep them wet until they sprout, right?
Yeah. I don't want to go too high with the pressure because I don't want to blow off the light soil that we have on top of here. So I have my hose here, and I just get it nice and gentle, and I just go over top them real light.
Oh yeah, that is light.
You know, I like to use that fine water breaker because it just really spreads the water out. You don't have large, thick streams coming out and blowing the dirt, because this dirt is light. It'll move. And you can see, you know, like none of the dirt moved, so we're good. And then once it gets germinated and kind of like in this stage where you got nice roots holding the dirt together, you don't have to worry so much. You can just turn the hose on and water them down.
So we're standing in front of 70,000 pepper plants?
Yeah, that's right. 70,000, all seeded by hand.
By you, right?
Yep, by me.
Wow. So talk a little bit about the joys of working in a greenhouse like this.
Well, the weather's always nice. It doesn't rain on you, so you can't really complain too much.
But when the sun comes out?
It can get a little hot, but it's nothing you can't handle.
Steve, thanks so much for showing us everything. I learned a lot.
Yep, thanks for coming out, Doug.
All right. Well, we had a great time today at Janoski's Farm and Greenhouse. Anytime we visit here, just the color, the aroma, boy, it gets you ready for spring. Now, be sure to check me out online. Lots of great gardening info there, how you can join my Seed of the Month Club. Until next week, I'm going to be starting more seeds with Steve. We'll see you then.